Well, hello. My name is Daddy-O, and I do some Ubering and a little bit of YouTube from time to time. It is absolutely insane, dangerous to use your personal car to do Ubering without knowing a few things. And I'm going to talk about those few things because of the comments again that I'm getting from people talking about this. So we're going to comment. We're going to hash it out today. We're going to find out a little bit. I'm going to give you my advice on why it's dangerous to be using your personal car to do Ubering without knowing certain things. All right, let's hash this out today. So here we go. Again, my name is Daddy-O, and I've been doing Uber for a long time. And I've got over 11,000 something odd runs. But anyway, I'm a 5.0 if you've never seen me before. But yes, it is absolutely dangerous to be using your personal car to do Ubering because of some of the things people are not aware of that can happen. And it can happen. I know of people this has happened to, and I'm going to talk about it. I've done some videos on this in the past, but it's time to talk about it because I'm still getting comments from people saying, go get you a beater car. Go get you a cheap car. Go get you something to do your Ubering in. And I've explained that, or I've tried to explain why the beater cars and those kind of vehicles are not really going to make you what you're trying to make if you're really trying to make money out here. Yes, they will get you by. If you live in a big city or you work in a congested area and that's the kind of runs that you're going to have to run, you may want to go get your beater car. All right? Now, I'm talking to the people out here today that want to do something a little different, all right? Make more money for one thing. But here's the things that people are not aware of, the dangers that are involved when you're doing Uber in your personal car. In other words, you're a new person and you go, I want to do some Uber. So you go to download the app, you set yourself up, you put in all your information, they set you up on the system, and you're available now to go do Uber. Your car is good enough to do Uber in. They've okayed you. You're ready to go do your first run. What you don't understand is, unless you have told, and I've said this before in videos, and you really need to pay attention to this, because I keep getting emails and comments from people that this has happened to. I know of people that this has happened to. You get involved in an accident. You did not tell your insurance company you're doing rideshare. All right? They don't cover your damages. That's just the way it is. If you didn't tell them and it's not allowed for you, because they're going to ask you, when you set up your policy, are you doing rideshare? And if you said no, it's marked down as no. All right? You get in an accident, they can refuse to cover your damages. All right? You can be stuck without no insurance. Another thing, and I'm going to hit on this one because it does happen, and I've had people comment, I've gotten emails about this, and I know someone it happened to. The vehicle was in an accident, taken to a repair shop, all right? The insurance company comes by to inspect the damages to the vehicle, and they get there and they see it's rideshare, or they see the police report and it's rideshare, Uber, Lyft, whatever, it does not matter. They see that, they can say, we're not covering the damages. They're through with it at that point. They can refuse to cover those damages. The next thing can happen is the finance company finds out that you've been doing rideshare because of an accident. It happens. That's how they find out. And they find out you're doing rideshare. They can come and repo your vehicle. I know of someone this has happened to. I've gotten here a couple months ago, I got a email from a young girl that this had happened to, exactly happened to. So be careful. You don't understand the hidden dangers out here doing Uber and using your personal car to do it in. It can bite you in the butt, all right? That's why I do the rental. I haven't talked about that. I do a rental. I don't have to worry about none of that. The insurance, they don't care. It's okay to do rideshare because I'm in the rental vehicle that's been okayed for it. All right, I don't have to worry about my vehicle being repoed. I've done videos on this in the past, but it's because of the comments that I've gotten here recently from some individuals talking about just go out and get you a cheap car. Do what you got to do. And some people, you may have to do that. I completely understand that. But if you're wanting to go out here and just run Uber and make money weekly, making money, not just a day thing once a week or two, every other day, every couple of days you go out and do some Uber runs, understand. But if you're out here running all the time, you're adding up your mileage. And you know, that's one of the big ones. This vehicle right now that I'm in, I've only been in it for a little over 3 weeks now, and I'm approaching 4,000 miles on it. All right. Now, if I had done that in my personal car in the less than a month, you see the mileage just adds up and adds up and adds up. The depreciation. And that's why finance companies will repo the vehicle if they find out that you're doing rideshare, because that is the collateral for the loan on that vehicle. And if you're out here doing rideshare and depreciating it faster than they expected, they can come get it because it's not in your contract allowing you to do it. Now, credit unions will allow you to finance and do rideshare. All right. I've gotten comments from people that have gone to credit unions to do that. So if you're having to do that, that's absolutely understandable. Go to the credit union, finance your vehicle, and use that for your rideshare. Okay? Go do that. I don't do that. I will not use a personal vehicle ever again to do Uber in. Won't happen. I've learned that I don't have to do that. I enjoy the fact that I'm always in a new vehicle. You know, this is a 2025. It's just a year old. I mean, when I got it, it had 28,000 miles on it. All right. 28,000 miles on the vehicle that they give me to go do Uber in. It's like brand spanking new. Just got broken in. It's electric. It's all electric. All right. I've learned to use it. I've got videos on here talking about the electric. I'm not getting into that today. What I'm talking about today is to be careful and the dangers that can snag you real quick by not being aware of it. All right. So if you're out here doing your personal vehicles to do your rideshare in, take heed, take notice. You may want to be careful. I don't know how else to say it. You may want to figure out something else to do, or just go rent a vehicle and do like I do. All right. I don't have to worry about all that other stuff. But if you're having to use your personal vehicle, there are pitfalls and there are dangers, especially if you have the accident, and it doesn't have to be your fault. All right. You can be working in a big town and all of a sudden someone hits you. You know, they come and hit you in the rear. All of a sudden you got people in the vehicle. The cop shows up. They do a police report. You got rideshare up here in the window. They see the Uber. They write it up in the report. The next thing you know, it's at the body shop to be repaired. Insurance comes down and says, nope, ain't going to happen. We ain't doing it. It's not covered. All right. You can be in a spot. So be careful if you're using your personal cars. All right. That's another benefit why I don't worry. You know, that's some of the, see, there's so many ways, and I've talked about it before. There are ways to do Uber, your personal car, your rental car. You do long journeys, you do short runs. You decide how you want to do it. All right. But the easiest way to not have to worry about the headaches that can come along with the personal car is to go get your rental. Just go get your rental and go make money. I've got people on here talking about how much more money they're making now that they've rented a vehicle. They're out doing more. You will do more. You don't mind. I don't mind that almost 4,000 miles on this vehicle. That's what they give it to me for. Unlimited miles, roadside, insurance is included. Now, if you don't have insurance, you can add insurance. You can bump it up a little bit if the full cover you. So anyway, that's what this is about, because I get these comments. I got comments here I got comments here today, I noticed, on videos that I had done 6 months ago on this subject. All right. And I've done it recently, so I figured it was time to talk about it again. Let people know that there are hidden dangers out here using your personal vehicle. All right. Be careful. That's what I got to say in this one. So anyway, Daddy-O out for today. You guys have a good afternoon, good evening. I'll see you tomorrow maybe. Daddy-O out. Have a good one, guys. Bye.